Good morning, everybody. Welcome. It's a sunny Sunday morning. Welcome to the QRA Live with me, your host, Jimmy Yen, aka the AcuSensei. Let me get the chat going up. We will get started. So, perfect. My cameras. Okay, so let me give you a couple of disclaimers for those of y'all joining in. This is QRA, Quick Restorative Acupressure. Um, it's different from acupressure. Acupressure are set points. It's something that all acupuncturists, traditional Chinese medicine practitioners, um, we learn in school. Those are called acupressure. They're set points. But with QRA, it's not set points. And I don't work on points. So QRA is something that I created to create better results for our patients in our clinic. It stands for Quick Restorative Acupressure. And so as you join in, as everybody's joining in, I already see Live Life Better. Thank you for coming back. What helps with weight loss? That will be the first thing I talk about. Let me first start with disclaimers because I have to give this, otherwise the YouTube algorithms will censor me and shut down my channel. Okay, so I am not a medical doctor. I am not a physician. I was not trained in prescribing medications and not trained in doing surgery. So I'm not going to tell you anything about those. You need to check with your physicians before for any of those concerns. Okay, what I'm going to share with you, the information is information that we use on live patients, real live patients in our clinic today. And those are just for our patients because we've examined them and that's what we've done. I will share with you what we've done. It is not to say that you should do the same thing. Again, legally, you need to go, what I need to tell you, you need to go check with your physician before you do anything that I say today. Okay. Now, what's the truth? What do I believe in? Do physicians know what everything I'm going to talk about? No, they don't. They're not trained in it. It's not saying they're dumb. It's just they're not trained in it. They're trained in medications. Like I'm not trained in medications. I'm not trained in surgery. So I would not be the right person to talk about medications and surgery. Okay. Because I don't do it on a daily basis. So I'm only going to share with what we do and what my team does in our clinic, treating thousands of patients over the years. Okay. So as you join in, type into the chat what you want help with, and I will show you a QRA, a quick restorative acupressure tip on how you can do to help move blood to the root cause, which is a dysfunctioning organ. So we already got one person in, so I'm going to start with that. And as people come in, if nobody else has anything else they want help with, then I'll spend longer talking about what Live Life Better wants. And Live Life Better wants help with weight loss. So weight loss is I would say it's a simple, but yet complex, simple but yet complex thing to treat. In our clinic, we are very successful in helping people lose weight. Now, we are not like a Jenny Craig or what is Weight Watchers, where the sole purpose is to lose weight. People do not come to us just to lose weight. Okay, it's gonna sound crazy, right? But people don't come to us just to lose weight. They come to us because their being overweight is causing them to have a poor quality of life. So a lower quality of life. So people come to our clinic at Achieve Integrative Health because they want a higher quality of life and their weight gain is preventing them. So that's why it's a difference because if you're just wanting to lose weight and that's it, uh, then you want to go to the Jenny Craigs, you want to go to the Weight Watchers, you want to go to the whatever's the newest thing is right now. All weight loss diets programs work. What's the difference about what I'm sharing is we're focused on the root cause. We're not focused on just getting you to lose weight fast. And then you regain that weight in a few days, a few weeks, a few months, or maybe in the next year. That's not what we focus on. So we're focusing on the post menopause belly fat mainly. Okay. Yeah. So we're focusing on what caused the weight gain in the first place. Now, this is assuming you're not putting junk into your mouth. If you're putting junk in your mouth, hey, that's the problem, okay? But so Live Life Better gave me some more information about menopause. When women, not we, when women hit menopause, there's hormonal imbalance. Hormonal imbalance can cause weight gain. And specifically, if it's in the belly, this is what you have to pay attention to. Okay, so weight loss is not focused on the fat, not the belly. You have the belly fat, yes, but it's not focused on the fat, at least not in our clinic. So how do you fix it? How do you decrease the belly fat? Um, it's not as simple as just eating better, and it's not as simple as just exercising, like going to CrossFit or P90X or any of those HIIT trainings, right? You have to find the root cause. What's the root cause? Why is your belly, and I suspect, Live Life Better, correct me if I'm wrong, I suspect your belly fat is more lower belly fat. It's not, your belly fat is not up. So the location of your belly fat matters. Your belly fat is more drooping down here, than up here, than like a beer belly or like someone's pregnant, right? So so here's my diaphragm. Instead of like men who get beer belly, it comes up, it sticks out like this, right? Yours is menopause typically is down here, like a little pooch, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what we see in our clinic. Women who have menopause have belly fat, we see a little pooch down here. And so the reason, yeah, so she confirmed, yes. So that pooch down there gives you a clue as to which organs are dysfunctioning, right? Apron belly. Okay, yeah. That's the first one. I haven't heard that before. I'm gonna steal that from you. Apron belly. Okay, so why is it down here? Why? Now, I'm assuming if you didn't remove your organs like your uterus and your ovaries, then let's assume that, okay? And correct me if I'm wrong. You still have your ovaries, you still have your uterus. So as we go into menopause, the hormones, does your ovaries produce less hormones? Absolutely, yes. Yes. But they still produce some, right? It's just very minimal, but they still produce some. And so this belly fat signifies a hormonal cause. It's a sex, and more specifically, a sex hormone cause: estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. Okay, this here. Now, how do you fix that? Well, in my previous QRA, I talked about when you hit menopause, you have to address the other organ. There's one other organ that helps you produce sex hormones. That's your adrenal glands. There's these tiny glands that sit on top of your kidneys. Okay, so everything intact. Great, yeah. So you have to stimulate your adrenal glands. Your adrenal glands is what's going to help your ovaries balance your hormones. So adrenal glands sit on top of your kidneys. Let me see which one I want to do. There's so many different QRAs I can do. Uh, the one I'll just show you the one that I showed before. So your kidneys are usually about right here. So they're usually about this level, okay? And so if they're this level right here, then I'm going to draw a line here, and it's going to be around your elbow area. So it's going to be around your elbow area. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your elbow and you're going to just go around your elbow, okay? Inside, and all over, okay? All over, inside, go around. You're going to find the most tender spots, okay? And you're going to press on those. Why? Because those nerves right in your arms, they stimulate blood to your adrenal glands, okay? They stimulate blood to your adrenal glands and your kidneys, and that's going to start moving blood to your adrenals, which is what heals your adrenal glands. The reason why you're getting belly fat, assuming you didn't eat junk, is the reason why you're going through menopause and getting belly fat is because your adrenal glands aren't functioning well. Now, there's many things that cause the adrenal glands to malfunction. Like you have to look at your stress level because the adrenal glands are one of your is your stress organs, right? One of your stress organ. So if you're always constantly freaking out about stuff, stressing over stuff, that's going to hinder your adrenal glands from producing sex hormones. So again, this is a big topic. And I will finish it up and I'll come back if we, I see we have a lot more comments, but I'll finish it up. Don't worry. One thing I would suggest you do, go get a saliva test. A saliva test to test your adrenal glands. More specifically, it's testing your cortisol, which is your stress hormone, okay? That is most likely contributing to your fat loss. That's not the root cause. You have to figure out what is causing your adrenal glands to stress out in the first place. That's the three stresses: physical, chemical, and emotional stress. Emotional stress is what I talked about. You're worrying about things all the time. Physical stress is you're doing too much exercise or you're doing too little exercise. Okay. Both will stress out your adrenal glands. Third one is chemical. Chemical stress is what you put in your mouth, what you drink, what you eat. Those all create chemical stress for your adrenal glands. You have to pinpoint which of those things you are doing incorrectly or you need to improve upon. Chemical stress, another thing I'll say, if you're doing any type of stimulants, coffee, caffeine, you need to cut all of those. Those stress your adrenal glands. Sugar stress your adrenal glands. So any stimulants, food that are stimulants, uh, juices, you need to cut all of those. Okay. So those relieve the stress, chemical stress off your adrenal glands. You see, live life better. It is so hard. And little extra stress. Yeah. See, it's simple, but yet difficult. What I mean by simple is it's all under your control. You don't need to go get some medication. You don't, these are the things. You don't even need to come to our clinic. You don't even need to get acupuncture or Chinese herbs or supplements. Don't start there. Start with those three stresses. Start working on each of those stress. Sleep. Are you sleeping at least 7 to 8 hours every day continuous? If you're not, work on that, right? Start doing some habits. Do the stuff. That's what I mean. They're simple because you can change everything yourself. Now, after you do all those things and you still can't get rid of the belly fat, then you go seek professional help, like come to our clinic and we can help you, do some blood tests with your physician and then go from there. Okay. All right, let me go to the next person. Thank you everybody for commenting. Anna, good morning. Let's see, restless legs during menopause. Oh, we got a lot of menopause. Okay, great. So this will apply to everybody, okay? Whether it's for belly fat, now we've got Anna, so menopause, restless legs. Do you have techniques that can share, please? Absolutely. So I'll address that as number 2. So restless legs is a feeling, it's almost like a tremor. There are people where their legs are actually, their legs are actually, they are just moving a little, especially when you're sleeping, right? But most of the time, restless legs is because you feel you just can't get comfortable. You're sleeping and you're just like, you can't get comfortable. And you feel like you just got to move. You got to stand up and you eventually get out of bed, right? You feel like that, I don't know, antsiness, right? And so the restless legs, what you want to do before I'll show you the first thing that you can do. Remember, your body's all connected. So this is QRA, quick restorative acupressure. It's not acupuncture. It's not acupressure, okay? Your arms image your legs, okay? Your arms image your legs. So before you go to bed, Anna, if you are married, have your spouse massage your arms. Massage your arms right before you go to bed, okay? Now, most people get restless legs when they're sleeping. Now, you can some people get restless legs just even during the day when they're relaxing, when they're just sitting there, okay? But most people, it's during the nighttime or when they're sleeping. So before you go to sleep, have someone, or you can do it yourself, massage, okay? Massage your arms. Massage your whole arms from your shoulder all the way. This is QRA, quick restorative acupressure. Now, you want to massage, this is not a specific point. You want to just massage the whole arm, 360 degrees. Massage the whole arm before you go to bed. So give that a try, okay? So that's one strategy. Strategy number 2 is What is causing that antsy, the antsy, feeling, right? It's up here. Okay. So you want to, you know, draw. You actually, it doesn't have to be specific. All you need to do is see, I didn't do my hair because I knew Anna was going to ask this today, right? So I can just go in my scalp. So you're just going to massage the top of your head, the top and more to the bottom, top and bottom. Okay. You're going to massage. You can get your spouse or your family member or someone, or you can do it yourself, right? Why? Because the top of the scalp, this front of the scalp, the front of the scalp images your head. So if you imagine if I drew okay, a stick figure, this is my head, and these are my feet down here. That's why you want to massage the back of your head. These nerves will stimulate the communication between your brain and your legs. Okay. So you want to massage that. And you'll notice when you massage back here, there's a lot of tender spots. Like I got some tender spots. Okay. You'll notice that there's some tender spots. Hit those spots, but you just want to go around. Okay. It has to be sore. It has to hurt a little. Okay. So you're going to do that. All right. So give that a try, Anna, and report back next week. Okay. And let me know. All right, let's see who's next. Creative Pie, welcome back. A solid state eye gunk inside my lower eyelid on my left eye. What do I do to remove it off? Solid state eye gunk inside the lower lid. Okay, so if you're accumulating stuff in your lower eyelid, right? That's because this is not draining. So this is not draining. There is a pathway, a tunnel that goes from your eyes into your nose. So most likely, Creative Pie, correct me if I am wrong. Most likely you also have sinus issues. You probably have a stuffy nose as well, or you got allergies or something like that. Okay. So the problem why this is accumulating, number one is your eyes not getting circulation. That's one problem. The second thing is it's not draining, right? So just think about this. If we eat and so we eat, right? So that's circulate, let's say food, we intake, and then we need to poop it out, right? Imagine if you don't poop for 1 month, what's going to happen? You're going to accumulate gunk, toxins, right, in your body. That's what's happening in your eye. So your eye maybe, number one, is not getting enough blood circulation. And if it is, then it's number two, your eye tunnel is clogged. That is the reason why. So correct me if I'm wrong. So you want to unplug this, right? You can do just, this is acupressure, just the point right here. You can massage here. This is acupressure when you go down, drain it down. You're going to drain it down. This is local stimulation. Drain it down, drain it down, drain it down. Okay. You can do here, drain it down, right? Do that, right? And then here's QRA. I like to use my legs. So the eyes, right? The eyes are imaged by the knee. The knee reflects your eyes. So anything you do in your knee will also stimulate circulation going to your eyes. So you're going to go around the knee and find. And you can go specifically first, here, in your knee, there's two indentions. This is an acupuncture point, and this is an acupressure point. These are called the eyes of the knees, right? You can do these 2 points, but then if these don't work, then what you want to do is my QRA, quick restorative acupressure, quick restorative or acupressure. QRA means no points, means go around your knee. Just go around your knee and see where there's a tender spot. Like, see, outside of my eye, there's a tender spot right here. So I'm going to press there for 30 seconds, right? You want to do this. Most of the time, you're going to accumulate the eye gunk is when you wake up. You're sleeping, you wake up, right? So you want to do this before you go to bed. You want to go 360 degrees all around. See the front, even down here. You can go down here, but you can also go to the side and go here and find up too, right? Find the tender spot and dig in there. That will stimulate blood flow to your eyes. All right. Okay. Let's see. Dolores, good morning. Thank you for joining. Faith, good morning. Good. Thank you for joining. Chitra, okay. Please tell me what to do for swallowing issues. I have thyroid problem, Hashimoto's. You have goiter. I have pulling sensation of nerves on the left side, going through depression too. Okay. So Hashimoto's, yeah, you have goiter. So you have nodules on your thyroid. And so your thyroid is swelling up. That's the reason why when you swallow, you feel it pulling. Okay. It's not common with all Hashimoto's. I actually see it more with Graves' disease, which is hyperthyroid. Hashimoto's is hypo. Hypo means low, hyper means high. I see it mostly with Graves' disease, which is the autoimmune for hyperthyroid. So hypothyroid, doesn't matter. You have nodules. Both you can grow nodules, okay? You need to get an ultrasound. You need to go, if it's growing, you need to get an ultrasound at least every 3 months, right? Go to an endocrinologist or even your family doctor can ultrasound your thyroid and to check to see if it's growing because they may need to biopsy it, right? So let me come back. How do you address the nodules, the nodules on your thyroid, and the pulling sensation? I will first address the pulling sensation and how to reduce that. So this is QRA. So where's the thyroid? It's in the neck, right? Neck area. So if my hand is my head, so look, hand, head. Where's my neck? Where's my neck, right? It's in my wrist. So I'm going to go to my wrist and I'm going to find nodules in my wrist. You will find nodules in your wrist, okay? If you have nodules on your thyroid, you will find nodules on your wrist. So you're going to dig around. You're going to dig around for the sensitive parts, but you're also going to, so when you find that, first find the tender spots, okay? You're going to massage around and you're going to try to find the tender spots. And then when you find that tender spots, okay, I want you to just go like up and down and try to feel. You'll feel like these granule on your fingertips. You'll feel like these granule sensation. You know, have you ever put sand on just on a table and you put your fingers over it tips? It just feel like these little granules, like these little beads, right? You will find that in your wrist. So if you don't find it in one wrist, go to the other wrist, okay? And you're gonna dig through that. Left side of the neck and head. Yeah, left side. This is my left. Sorry. I don't know if it shows up as left, but this is my left. So it's right here. So you're going to go in through either, since it's your left side, I would start with your right hand first, right wrist. So dig through it. You're going to take some, you got to be patient. You got to be calm. Okay. You got to sit down, be patient, be calm, because otherwise you will miss it. So be patient, be calm, and dig through it. And if you can't find it, have one of your family members dig through it, okay? So you're going to go through and try to find the most tender spots, and then you're going to try to find where there's little, like these little granules kind of sensation. Because when you find those, you're going to massage those out. You're going to dig those out, okay? This is my QRA. So you're going to find those, not dig them out, sorry. You're going to flatten them. You're going to dig them out of your. Do not dig out. Do not get a knife and dig it out, okay? You're going to push on it and you're going to flatten it, okay? If you can't find it in your wrist, go to your ankles, right? So when you go to your ankles, let's see. You're going to go to your ankles, same thing. You're going to go, this is your thyroid area, okay? Your thyroid area is right here. So you're going to go and you're going to push around and you will find a tender area and then you dig in and it'll feel a little granular. Okay, same thing. And then you want to break it up, massage it until you break it up, right? And you want to do this every day. You won't be able to break it up in one time. You got to do it maybe for a month, right? But that will actually help you loosen it up. What's actually going to dissolve or shrink the nodules. We have been able to help people in our clinic shrink nodules. You need herbs. You need Chinese herbs. You can't do it just with QRA. Because QRA only moves blood to the area. It doesn't have the nutrition to soften those nodules on your thyroid and shrink them. Now, do we shrink all of them? No. No. If it's been there for too long, maybe over 5 years, we're not shrinking them. We might, because it's too old. It's already grown and it's already dead. But if it's new within a year, we have been able to shrink them in our clinic. Now we use Chinese herbs. You could probably I don't know the English names of them, okay? But one of them I will say is uh Haizao. So it's kind of a seaweed. So you can eat seaweed. Actually, seaweed is very good for the thyroid, okay? Even if Hashimoto's. There's some, I would say in in social media, people are going to say, don't eat seaweed because it has a lot of iodine. And I can show you research that says in Italy, they monitored people with Hashimoto's over a period of time, and they gave those people iodine, and it actually helped reverse some of the Hashimoto's. So there's conflicting information, is my point. Okay, but seaweed. If you eat seaweed, pumice is another herb that we use that can help soften nodules. Okay, it can soften any nodules in your body, but specifically for the thyroid. So if you like seaweed, eat lots of seaweed. I would say eat as much seaweed as you can. Okay? All right. Oh, Sue, welcome from the UK. Awesome. Well, let's see. Let me make sure. Okay, well, nobody else has anything else they would need help with. All right. So we will end today. Uh, can you please type the name of the seaweed you're talking about? It's just seaweed. No, it's any seaweed. It's just you eat like seaweed you can eat. You can get it at any they don't sell it in American grocery stores. I know they sell it in Chinese grocery stores. So just get seaweed. Now, you don't want those be careful. Like here in the US, we have the store called Costco, and they sell these dry seaweed, sheets. Be careful. Make sure you get the ones, they do sell ones that are organic, and they sell the ones that don't add anything. If even in the Asian grocery stores, you have to read the ingredients. Make sure the only thing that's in the ingredients is seaweed, and they may have olive oil and salt, right? They may have those three ingredients. Many seaweeds that taste really good, those dry seaweeds, they add sugar, they add chemicals into it. Make sure you don't get those. So you can eat dry seaweed, like seaweed in a sushi. Have you ever eat if you like sushi, seaweed over the sushi, right? That's seaweed. Or you can make seaweed like soup, right? Another one is the other thing I said is not a food. It's an herb. Pumice. I just thought of another one. Let's just get my mind. So seaweed, pumice, kelp. Kelp. Kelp is something you can eat also. It's a type of seaweed, I believe. Okay. Oh yeah, Live Life Better. I will end with that. So last one. Live Life Better said how to get fuller upper lips naturally. Ooh, I don't know. I have never done that before. Um, if you're this is yeah. If your lips were, let me put it this way. If you were not born with fuller upper lips, I don't know how to help you because I've never done it. Okay. But if I'm gonna assume you were born with big plumpy lips first, and then it somehow shrunk. That I can help you with. Okay. I can't reverse nature. Okay. But I can help you restore because see, QRA is quick restorative acupressure. Everything that we do in our clinic at Achieve Integrative Health is restorative. If you had it before, I can help you get it back. Okay. So, lips. So, where are the lips? All right. So, if we use, let me see what's the best. I've got many ways. Let me see. I'm gonna try a way that I haven't showed today. Okay, I haven't used. I'm gonna use my fingers. Okay, my fingers. So, what does this look like? See, what does this look like? Like this, this. when I go like this, what does it look like? It looks like your mouth, right? It also looks like your eyes. So, who was the other person that would have the eye problem? Uh, you can do this as well, okay? But you see, this, why does it look like a mouth and an eye, right? That means these nerves around here can help stimulate blood circulation to your lips. So, if you want, now you may think, oh, do I just do the top? Do I just do the QRA, sorry, the QRA on the top? No, you do both because I can reverse it. I can reverse it, and then this will be the top of the lip. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to dig around these meaty parts. Okay, the meaty parts, right? Because your lips are, right here. They're not bones, they're not tendons. Okay. So you want to dig around and up here, and you want to find the most sensitive spots. And guess what? You got 10 fingers to try. Okay. So try that. All right. Push around, do it every day. And let me know if it plumps it back up. Okay. I've never done that before. So that kind of stumbled me. But let me know. I'm curious. Let me know if it works. All right. Thank you, everybody. Where do we order product online from? Can we order product? I don't have, yes, Anna. I don't have the products. I'm coming out with customized because you're not the first person who's asked. We are working. We're still in the formulation stage of releasing. So I have created my own formulas, my proprietary formulas that we use on our clinic to get the phenomenal results. So right now we don't have them released because we are in the process manufacturing all that stuff. Okay. But you can go here. We have our swag. If you're interested in our swag, you can go there. For the time being, I'll just recommend you find certain products and look for third-party tested and so forth. Okay. Anna, thank you for asking. You can buy kelp anywhere. Things keep me. You can buy kelp anywhere, grocery stores, right? But make sure, and I'm typing this in the chat so y'all can see, third-party tested supplements only. They have supplements for kelp, okay? They have them. And so make sure they're third party. All right. Thank you guys for joining in and coming in early. Thank you. Again, show up if I wasn't able to go over certain things or you had more questions, make sure you show up here every Sunday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, here on YouTube. Okay, 8 a.m. Sunday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right. Have a great Sunday.